Hey everybody, my name is Mike Nagoda. I'm a recording artist with Ropeadope Records. And in preparation for the release of my debut album, Parliament, uh, which is coming out on Ropeadope this year in a very short time, I'm making these videos to show you how to play double slide and kind of show you how I do what I do. And of course, these videos will continue on after the album's out if you're interested in seeing how I go about my craft and stuff. So, without further ado, here's an introduction to double slide, and you can kind of see all the sorts of chords I can get and the different kind of advantages to playing with this system. So, let's start. What is double slide? Double slide is, simply put, slide guitar with two slides. So this system was invented by my good friend Brian Cobra. He's also a Canadian blues guitarist. He came up with this idea in the 70s. So the reason why we have two slides, why double slide? Well, the reason for this mainly is because usually when you play slide, you're tuned to an open tuning. Some players play in standard and get really brave, but most of us, we play in an open tuning. So what that means is that when I strum all the strings on my guitar open, I get an open chord. In this case, I'm tuned to open E, so I get an open E major chord. Some guys are tuned to open G, some guys are tuned to open D, some guys are tuned to open A. I find that open E works the best and is the most versatile tuning for the double slide system. Open D can also work because you've got the same kind of interval spacing in the way that you tune the chord. But at any rate, so the reason why we have the double slide is because with one slide, you can only get major chords. Okay, and so Brian came up with this idea of taking this thumb slide, really, which covers two extra strings, one or two strings, and it allows you to get your other voicings, your other chords. So we don't have to get just major chords anymore. We can get sevens. There's a dominant seven. There's a major seven. Okay. There's a major six or a minor. Here it is down here. Here's the minor. Now if I add the string on top of that, the second string, I get a minor seventh. So, or here's a minor chord. Okay, here's another. And here's another. Kind of hear that one in funk a lot. So you can also get diminished chords. Right? There's that. There's that whole thing going on. You can get other kind of diminished voicings. Here's one up here. Right? You can get ninths, 6/9. All these options become available to us. Augmented, for instance. Kind of resolve now. Add 2. Here's an add 2 flat 5. Right? So you have really limited options. Here is, I've just shown you examples of A, right? Here's A13, A dominant 13. Okay, for instance. And so the options here are limitless. So to demonstrate, and also it's not just chords, man. You can get different techniques in soloing. bending strings we can imitate now. We're no longer to this sort of very rigid kind of style of playing where the slide is parallel to the neck. In traditional slide play, I mean, that's all good. That's all well and good. But we can now angle your slide, imitate bend, hammer on, right? Trill. Octaves. Right? So there is a whole bunch of options here. I'm just going to do a blues and A, just because I want to get out of E playing, because usually when you play slide, you're usually playing in the key that your guitar is tuned to. So just to show some versatility, and the fact that I can play in any key I want. It can be A major, I'm doing a 7 blues, A minor, you can go into D flat, C sharp minor even. I can go into E flat minor now, or just plain old E flat. So I no longer have to have multiple guitars that are tuned to multiple tunings to play in different keys. I can do it all on one guitar, all in one tuning, because of the double slide, and it saves me a heck of a lot of time and effort and money. So I'm going to do this blues and A for you, this kind of shuffle kind of feel. I'm going to kind of show you this kind of what we call tortures, right, in blues, this whole that is kind of really fundamental to blues playing. Just about my setup here, I'm just playing a G&L, ASAC Classic Tribute Telecaster, great guitar. G&L makes really good quality guitars and I love them. I'm just grinding through a Fender Blues Junior, 15 watts, not much to it. Got a little bit of reverb on the amp, and that's about it. So it's about as clean and pure as it gets, as far as tone goes. And yeah, so I'm just going to do this shuffle here for you, and you can see what the double slide is all about. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's a medium shuffle in A. Kind of slow on the medium side, but you know, good feel to it. You don't want to rush things. So in that in that bit of jamming that I played, uh, you heard a lot of things. You heard those torquers I was talking about. You heard some major 6 chords, some 7th chords. I think I threw in a dominant 13th in there at one point. You heard some 9th chords. There was probably an augmented chord. A couple examples with some octaves, you know, imitating string bending and stuff. So lots of things to kind of look in there and see. And in future videos, um, I'm going to be showing you, you know, each video is going to kind of focus on like a different kind of chord. So we'll have one video on dominant 7th chords, one video on major 7th chords, one video on like a whole bunch of different voices you can get for minor chords, minor 7ths, diminished chords, that sort of stuff. I can show you little tips and tricks for soloing and stuff. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff coming out. If you are interested in me and what I do in my music, you can go to www.mikenagoda, that's MikeNagoda, MikeNagoda.com, and uh, you can find these videos there, and some updates when the album comes out. You can get my music there when it's out to the world in a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon.